and welcome to this Warcraft replay. That was an extremely quick loading, but we'll make do. Whoopsies. So yeah, this is gonna be another game for NostalgiaCraft. So this is probably gonna be the last one for a while. I did notice that there is a new set of replays from a, I think, new upcoming tournament. I don't know. It's called the Mantou Cup. Mantou is Chinese for a steam bun, which is interesting. I don't know why it was named after that. I don't even know if that was the correct translation, but from what I can tell, with my limited knowledge of kanji, yeah, that should be correct. Anyway, there's gonna be between two powerhouses here from the WCG 2011 Chinese Qualifiers. We have Infi spawning in as TH000 player, and he'll be facing off against Tho, who is going to be spawning in as the purple Night Elf player. He is going to go for a Warden first, so actually interesting to see. I haven't seen Tho play Night Elf recently, so it's always nice to see him play that from ages back, and he's going to go with a Warden first. I don't remember the last time I've seen him go for this particular hero before, but either way, Ancient War creeping. Chino was taking a lot of damage, is going to start producing the archer there. Wisp should be able to distract the kobold at least, and this Ancient War, going for a cheeky kill there before resuming back to training that archer. Surprised that Tho didn't bring his Wisp a lot earlier to try and prevent this thing from happening. The Ancient War took a lot of damage, and well, yeah, I don't know how easy it will be to do this kind of creep camp. Ancient War actually auto-attacking as well. Bringing the creep camp to him, which is probably not a good idea, but it seems like the camp is going to aggro away, or de-aggro. Seems like a Mountain King's coming out for Infi. This is going to be extremely aggressive play here from Infi, moving his militia immediately, and this could potentially be a tower rush. So yeah, Tho has now spotted this, and he might think himself that he's pretty screwed right now. His Ancient War is kind of nowhere near, and he only has 1 or 2 Moonwells to try and defend. Warden hasn't showed her first ability just yet, but she better do it now because she is now surrounded thanks to the Stormbolt. Towers are going to be placed down, and Tho is kind of hard pressed right now. I mean, I don't know why he hasn't done an ability yet. The first tower is going to be out. It is going to be an guard tower, in fact, rather than arcane tower. So that does mean that the lumber mill is complete. It seems like Shadow Strike is going to be the first ability for the Warden. I guess Tho was debating whether or not he should go for the Phantom Knives or the Shadow Strike, and that stun lasted forever. That archer just got killed from full health, and yeah, lots of Ancient of Wars trying to be built to try and negate this tower push here, but Infi is going for the second archer again. It seems like this Ancient War is just going to be used to try and hire up some archers. Like the first guard tower is going to be complete, and Tho is in such pressure right now. Halfway to level 2, but without any Moonwells to support the mana pool of that Warden, she cannot afford a second ability right now. Mountain King also very close to level 2, and that should give him that bash proc and when he needs it. All archers do bite the dust, and the first guard tower is complete, going after that Ancient of War. But yeah, it seems like the Warden is going to try and tough it out and burst down that guard tower, but those peasants are doing such a nasty job repairing that guard tower. It seems like the damage is enough, however, for Tho's side, and he should be able to get that. Oh, he actually stops attacking the guard tower, which is rather surprising, because he's just gonna go back to it. That just gave Infi some extra time to repair, and I don't know what exactly TP scroll was used for. Maybe it was to try and cancel a Stormbolt attempt, but the Warden is going to get killed off, and that is going to be level 2 for the Mountain King. But the guard tower does indeed fall, to have 4 archers to try and defend this as best they can. Warden thankfully is only level 1, so she will be able to revive rather quickly. And it seems like the towers will be unable to be finished, as that is the one and only tower currently being built. Ancient of War probably needs to be cancelled because it's just going to get killed off here. So rather wasteful usage of supply for Tho, and can he still do this, however? It is of course halfway to nighttime, so those moonwells still have about a good couple of minutes left to go to recharge, and it seems like, yes, Tho has managed to actually defend this base from this tower rush here, so Infi, cutting his losses, is going to TP back and do some creep camps instead. So yeah, Tho lost a good number of archers. He lost I guess his warden once, played his creeping pattern like significantly, but all in all, like, not really any sort of economic damage dealt to Tho. And Infi, he invested a lot in that tower play. Although he didn't lose that many footmen, you can see 3 low hit point footmen there. Yeah, wouldn't be that disastrous for Tho. Of course, I think Infi was still in a better position because he had like no sort of harassment back at his side. He only did was lose his attacking units, and yeah, he's looking pretty good right now in terms of supply. 42 versus 23. Doesn't seem like we're gonna have any tier 2 tech here from Tho, as he is going for a Hunter Soul rather early on. So yeah, with 2 Ancient of Wars out, I mean, it's most likely it's gonna transition into Huntresses. Huntresses are gonna be nice because they will be able to fend off against all these footmen and militia here, but the problem is Tho doesn't exactly have Hunter Soul completed just yet, so the first Huntresses will take a while, and Infi is going to attack once again. Moonstone is going to be used to try and recharge all those Moonwells. Infi is going to go after the high mana Moonwell right now. And honestly, Tho needs to try and force this because he's just going to lose his Moonwells for free otherwise. His archers, surprisingly not the shadows, will be focused down, at least one of them will, and we are going to now place down those guard towers. Stormbolt once again onto that warden who does have TP staff, but honestly, yeah, it's just better to go into the shadows. But now daytime, Blink is going to be the second ability for the warden, so be able to get out of those surrounds rather than using that TP staff. Tho is going to lose himself with Zerker, but he will be able to pick up a Shadow Priest in return. More guard towers are being built. Infi, honestly, I would have been liking to see at least one arcane tower to try and nullify the abilities of that warden, but Mountain King taking a huge amount of damage himself. Yeah, no TP scrolls whatsoever, no health pots. He does have a Shadow Strike on him, and he might actually get taken down there. So level 3 has been gained for Tho's warden, and that will be a level 2 Shadow Strike most likely, being able to absolutely murder these footmen right now. So the first guard tower is complete. The second one should be coming its way very soon. And yeah, this is a rather difficult position for Tho to actually be in, as he can't really deal with all these towers now that he doesn't have that many units. And of course, Infi still has plenty of footmen at his disposal. He did lose 2, but he still has a good number left. Guard towers slowly whittling their way against those moonwells there, and I believe the Mountain King is he's just gonna get picked up at the tavern there, so he's gonna pop the clarity, and also he has the healing scroll just in case. So glaive throwers are going to be produced for Tho. One is obviously not enough, so he should be going for more, which he is indeed going for, and hopefully he can last long enough, because our towers are slowly encroaching their way in range for Tho's base. Mountain King now out, with the healing scroll being used on all those low hit point footmen there. Yeah, the pressure is probably at its peak for Thor right now. Glaive Thor is, at least the first one is complete. Thor needs to try and defend, or at least these Glaive Thors as best as he can, because until he gets a good number of them, it is gonna take a while for those guard towers to drop, since we still have a couple of peasants there to try and repair. Little exchange between the heroes, but nothing too impactful. Of course, the Mannequin is now at half health. Arcane Bolt should be placed down, which it indeed is. Glaive Thor, which is only defended by those Treants and Ancient Protector, is just going to be rushed down by those footmen there, so... Ancient Protector is actually picking up a couple of free footmen. TP staff being used for the Warden, so she will be able to chase away those peasants, or those footmen. But now that the Warden is no longer with this army, Infi is going to choose to try and pick up a couple of easy kills, which she does indeed manage to get one over Mauler.
Players' forces are under attack.
This is kind of tough for Thor right now. Even if he does manage to counterattack this, Infi, I mean, he's not really taking advantage in terms of tech. He doesn't exactly have the expansion to try and exploit this either. All he's trying to do is trying to win with towers, which needs to execute, you know, pretty damn well, because his peasants are slowly dying by those Glaive Thors, in fact. So he's gonna lose one Ancient of War, but we still have a good number of Glaive Thors available for him. Glaive Thor is able to interrupt some of those units healing there, but of course we still have the Arcane Vault alive, so the Mannequin can always pick up more scrolls.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate here. Obviously Infi can keep this up as long as he has a gold mine. Mannequin kind of overextended a little bit. He is going to eat a lot of damage on top of that Shadow Strike as well. It looks like this army is probably easier to hit, but now with the Mannequin at half health, can he really keep up with this? Level 4 has been gained, so level 2 Stormbolt is available. Glaive Thor, oh, this Glaive Thor actually gets killed off there, so a little bit of a mistake from Tho. But these peasants are slowly dying. Yeah, and once those peasants get killed off pretty much, I would imagine that Tho is gonna just go balls deep, but it looks like Infi is gonna go balls deep first, in fact, and he's gonna try and rush down as many Moonwells as possible. This will put Tho upside, or at least cap that supply. But can he really finish the job? Those women do have the defend upgrade, so they will be able to mitigate some damage of that Ancient Protector. Archers as well as the Berserker there, but those Glaive Thors are slowly reducing the numbers of those towers, and this might be a little bad, but if he's still keeping it up with tower count there. 4 Glaive Thors are on the field. Ooh, very, very powerful Shadow Strike will be able to finish off the Shadow Priest. Tho has lost his only Ancient Protector. He is going to try and go for the final push here. Try and kill off that Mannequin most likely. Blink into another Shadow Strike. Is going to go melt to the shadows and probably wait for the killing blow. Archers are slowly getting killed off here, but they are doing a good job against those towers, bringing them down to just a middling 3 numbers right now for Infi. The problem is actually no, it's much of a problem. He's building a lot of Moonwalls, but more towers are just being added to the mix here. Mannequin is just getting healed up. Well, I think nope, he doesn't have, or at least he ran out of scrolls, which is not a good sign. But if he would be, should be losing this final Arcane Tower very soon. Come on, speed repairing, but that should. And for now, I guess I don't know. Footmen are trying to do something there, but I mean with just very little attack, they can't really rush down the Tree of Life. They have to wait for those guard towers to do the work, which is now putting Tho on a timer. So he needs to be really quick, otherwise he is going to lose his Tree of Life. 5 glaive throwers should be enough to finally like completely demolish towers here. But now that the Mountain King did have some time to recoup, will it be enough? Shadow Strike once again onto the Mountain King, blink into maybe assassination. We do indeed have another Shadow Strike available, but the Stormbolt is going to keep her on her tracks. Only 1 guard tower left, which is like absolutely crazy to think that Tho has managed to defend this very well. Minerals are still available to use. And honestly, Infi might not be able to finish the job here. Another Shadow Strike on the Berserker, and that should be a dead troll. Oh wow, that actually did not even cancel the Stormbolt. That's strange, even though the animation showed it, but that completely cancelled it out. Level 3 Shadow Strike there, doing tons of damage. The Shadow Priest is unable to keep that Mountain King alive, and another Shadow Strike should be able to finish the job. As Infi no longer has any towers, another Shadow Strike happens, and that is going to be GG. Infi unable to close it out with those towers, giving level 5 to that Warden, and that will be a really interesting game. I mean, you don't see that nowadays all too often. Infi going for mass towers and not working out, and Tho defended it pretty well. So, yep, that will be the only game for today. I will try and do the Mantou Cup later. Yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys again next time.